Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. How are you guys all doing today?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Fantastic as well.
Awesome. So, as you can see, Anna is missing. That's because she is unfortunately kind of missing. She is a green speakerphone that will pop up. She is unfortunately in transit on her way to the place to play, so she's going to be joining us remotely by phone. But the rest of you guys...
Yay, technology.
Yes. The rest of you guys, what are you up to?
Well, I'll start because I'm excited to share this fun / shameful / awesome fact. Today I have realized that I've been watching Survivor since the year 2000, which means 16 years of watching Survivor.
Wow.
That is an insane amount of
Which
time.
means more than half of my life. And yes, I did watch 32 and a half seasons so far. I'm in the process of watching the latest 32nd season. Please, no spoilerinos. And I still love it as always. And last fun fact, it's the first TV show / anything I've ever watched in English. So it was the path to learning English. Thank you, Survivor. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for forcing me to watch Survivor. I was super pissed. Why is this not in French? Why?
That is major dedication, I have to say. 32 seasons. Holy jeez.
Yeah. And my parents still watch it too, so it's like a bonding thing. I call them hey, how's it going? Oh my god, did you watch the last episode? So it's kind of cool.
Aw, that's awesome.
How many seasons did it take before you started to really like it?
3. So it's not that many, because my parents would at the end we'd do a recap in French to make sure I got it, and then discuss it. So it was kind of nice family time, and my dad really liked it. And my mom was never agreeing with my dad on who's the nice person. My dad tends to like the smart / evil ones, and my mom likes the sweet people.
Oh.
And I kind of tend to alternate. I'm I like the sweet one this time. Oh, the evil one rocks. Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. And yes, chat, when Survivor will end, I will stop speaking English. That's it. I have nothing else to declare.
Good. V, what about you?
Nothing much. Back from E3 last week. That was a lot of fun. Back to normal streaming, although I am streaming my room because there's some repairs that have to be done where I live. So everything is in my room right now. So it's fun, different. But hopefully next week we'll be putting together glass streams again. So excited for that.
Cool. Is that a stepladder behind you?
Yes, I was using it for my workout today because I didn't have a box to step up on, so I used the ladder.
Very creative.
Compromise.
What about you, Trump? You're always so talkative.
Yep. Next.
Anna, how's your bus? Wow.
Wait, really, Trump? That's it?
It's freaking partying.
Sorry, I was muted. My bad. E3 was awesome. I saw V there.
Yeah.
We hung out very briefly. One of the only people I actually had time to talk to really quick while I was there. Super busy, but
I saw you pulled
really
apart
fun.
all the time. Pulled away.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had an amazing E3 between you and Rachel and one or two of the other commentators that I just saw little bits of here and there. It looked pretty intense.
Did you guys see that I played Star Trek Bridge Crew with T-Pain?
Mm-mm.
I think I saw something like that. How fun.
I was just in very much the right place at the right time. So I played the one game I really wanted to play at E3, which was Star Trek Bridge Crew, which was awesome. And then I just so happened to play with T-Pain. So I got things nice shot, T-Pain, or we need more tactical T-Pain. It was awesome.
Well, I'm sure that we can find the VODs of that somewhere online. But why don't we start off our campaign today? Who remembers what we did not last week, because last week was campaign planning, but the week before that?
I remember it ended with a ship. Well, We did. We lost the magical dagger at the bottom of the ocean. That was the beginning of the episode.
Of course, you remember that.
You talked about it for way too long, myself included. And then we moved on. At some point, we realized we were starting to lack money. We went for some commissions for Trump, who had some dreams of very expensive items, opted not to buy them, bought some other stuff, bonded with my personal slave. And by mine, I mean Albert's. And we ended up fighting a ship that was sinking, kind of, with a big bad dude on it who seems to be a mean guy. Then we won the fight, got the items, got the ship, and now the question is, what will we do with said ship? That's my best summary.
And the idea was that we were going to put ours back in its magic box and then sell this one.
Or we can resume and then my character will say his new idea.
All right. Well, let's start from there.
As a reminder, we didn't get experience last time.
We didn't.
Yeah, I wrote it down on my Word document in red at the bottom. Confirmed.
All right. Well, while Jen explains her idea to the party, why don't I figure that stuff out?
Albert wakes up. Hey guys, I have a new idea. I dreamt about it it's for what seems like a week. So the idea would be, instead of being suspicious and selling this new ship, we could get it repaired. From now on, use it and have the second one hidden as, first off, a backup ship, second, a quick escape route, and third, we are starting a fleet. That's my best sailing.
You dare to underestimate the Rift Dancer? This ship will withstand anything.
I'm not underestimating. I guess I am. I don't know how to say it. I'm thinking our opponents will never expect us to have a second ship in a box.
I think this is a good plan. If we have enough money that we don't need to sell the ship.
And we would get suspicious, most likely. So
If I remember correctly, we've gathered quite a bit of money from this ship already.
Yep.
So I'm okay with this plan. We do not need to sell a ship.
And I mean, if we become poor, we have a ship to sell. And it will be much further away from the point where we stole it.
So we are going to use this new ship for our usual sailing now?
Well, I think it would be stealthier, that's for sure.
How broken is this ship?
It's pretty badly damaged. You look like you could probably limp to shore with it, but I wouldn't recommend going anywhere other than directly to shore.
And how expensive would it be to repair it, and how long?
None of you are shipwrights. You have no idea.
Shipwrights?
One who makes a ship. Yeah.
Okay. And like, having lived on ships for like 150 years, I wouldn't.
Oh, I forgot about that bit. Well, you were a slave.
Yep.
Looking at this, still 150 years is a long time on a ship. It's going to cost many hundreds of gold, and will probably take 3 weeks to 6 weeks of depending on the size of the team fixing it. But it will take many weeks to fix and cost many hundreds of gold.
I say that to the party, and then I say, how about we put it there, we get it repaired, we leave with the second ship, and then we come back and get this new ship.
Well, I'm afraid that, as always, time is not of the essence. You see, I had a dream.
What's your dream? I just had one which I shared, so what's yours?
My dream was one of great calamity befalling the world, because I'm afraid this man, Barthas, who you were chasing down, who was moving islands with dragons on them. I fear that he is very close to becoming a dragon.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, we can still go right now with the portable ship. I just said we can leave this ship to be repaired and come back to it. I'm happy to.
We can just sell it and we can buy an actual ship if we ever need one.
Probably will make us lose a lot of money and make us suspicious through it, but by all means, feel free to try and sell it yourself.
So we're going to sell the ship, and then we do have a ship that's going to go, that we're going to put away, but we can take it out to use at any time. So there's no reason not to sell the ship.
Well, we would raise suspicion about us, but...
What? How so? To put the ship away?
No. To sell this broken ship.
But we do need the money.
Well, not really right now. We just got a lot of money. We've never been richer, in fact.
You see, back in my day as a priest, I learned something, and that is that money is a useful item to exchange for goods and services. So we can exchange this good for money, and in the future we can use this money to get goods.
But
so there is no need to store the goods.
But we will lose money in the process.
I believe he knows value. I trust him.
I feel like...
Speaking of value, make sure, speaking of value, I spent the night de-fleshing all the skeletons on that boat. How many skeletons do you have on this ship now?
I think there were 4.
Okay, I store them off to the side with as little meat as possible on them.
Okay. They just on the side of which ship?
Of the of our ship.
Okay. So you just like store the skeletons somewhere on the ship.
Yeah, if there's a hold, we can put them in there.
Sure. Okay. So, where to?
Well, let's go sell a ship. Yes?
Okay. You guys arrive at Shelton. It is a human settlement on the edge of the Elven Kingdom. It is a little bit mixed. You know, it's not 100% human. There's a good variety of elves and dwarves and halflings. There's a speckling of gnomes here and there.
But just to clarify, Neil,
Yes.
the plan was that we put our ship in the magic box and arrive on the broken ship.
Yes. If can I store things on the ship and then store them in the box?
Whatever, the ship magically folds up into a box. So whatever's on the ship, in theory, goes into the box. Now,
But magical items.
You would think I would know this.
You would know many things. I will PM you what you know, but the others do not understand the workings of the ship. Perfect.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if I think that storing the bones in the hold of this ship and then folding it up into the box is doable, then I will do so. And if not, we are going to have to move the bones somewhere else.
So, Neil, considering I have some previous knowledge on D&D and I have some personal theory crafting, and considering my character is a wizard, can he have the same suspicions as I do? Because I don't have a confirmation, but I have a suspicion of how it works.
Good. Good.
Yeah? Okay, so Albert thinks that suspicion too.
Okay, I do not move the bones to the other ship. I'm currently looking up whether or not I can... Do you know off the top of your head, Neil, if there's a spell that disguises yourself when you're a cleric? Like change form or something?
Those are mostly wizard spells.
Okay. Can you cast that on me, Albert?
Sorry, what?
Do you have a spell that will make... since you suggested that I sell the ship, I'm afraid that I'm going to need a little bit of a makeover.
Oh, no, that's alter self spell is only for personal use. There is literally no way of casting it on someone else.
Well then, it sounds like you will be the one to sell the ship.
I have poor negotiation skills. I feel like someone with a better charisma would be better.
Well then that is me.
Well,
Well, I'm sure as long as I wear this robe, no one will be able to tell. A shame that it is not purple.
Maybe I could use improve phantasmal force to simulate you looking like someone else. Like if I straight up cast a phantasmal force on you.
If you keep him in sight and keep concentrating on the spell, you could create a phantasmal force of a significantly larger creature around him. It'd have to be a bit larger though, because
yeah, of course I understand. That's how I've envisioned it too.
How tall is Temriel?
He is 6 feet.
So
tall.
like I'd probably make like a 6'3" human who's slightly fat.
Okay.
I'd give him a pretty good beer belly.
Cameras will come back shortly, guys, as soon as Anna reconnects to the call. In the meantime, Jen, slouch a little bit.
Yeah.
Slouch. Lower. Lower. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, you guys arrive in Shelton. It is the mostly human, but there's a bunch of dwarves and halflings and a few gnomes about. There are no elves or half-elves in here, which you may find surprising considering it borders the Elven Kingdom to the south. You hop off on the dock and take a little look about. It's not a very big town by any means. It's actually fairly
You said
small.
there were no elves, right?
No elves.
Well, Albert, are you disguising yourself in any way? It would seem like in order to fit with the custom of this area.
I'll use outer stealth on myself, and I will cast Phantasmal Force afterwards on my bros.
Okay.
And I'm still hanging with my other broski, aka Ryan the slave.
Right.
We're
Slave
pals.
Ryan's walking with you guys.
Can I alter myself to try to look as close as possible to Ryan because he's handsome?
Probably. I don't know if alter self will allow you to mimic another person.
Like, I know I can't be him, but like something close to him, like inspiration of alteration, Ryan.
You mean you just want to be a handsome person?
Yeah, but kind of like his long lost brother or his handsome cousin.
No, you can't control it to be like anything like a specific person.
Okay.
You can just get like miscellaneous human. You can pick general features. You know, like I want a person with a long nose, but
Okay, so like same hair color, same eye color, cute nose.
sure, similar color and nose.
Yeah.
And hair. So, you guys hop off on the docks and look about. Everyone seems to be pretty content ignoring you guys as you tie up your boat, except for what you assume to be the harbor master, who comes trudging down. He's a very plump man with sides that hang below his belt, and he is followed behind him following is a gnome who seems to be carrying a ledger book or something. The large harbor master comes up to you and goes, Well. Who here is responsible for this vessel? The Centaurs!
Yes, that would be me.
There ought to be a law against treating your vessel like this. Come now.
It has been a very long journey, and I'm afraid it is time for this vessel to retire. Would you know of any merchants, or perhaps yourself, would be interested in buying this vessel?
This listing piece of crap?
I'm sure with a little bit of patchwork, it can be made shipwright again.
I don't know off the top of my head, but feel free to ask around town. But I will be asking for your payment up front here. I don't want this ship sinking and blocking my harbor. What did you say your name was?
My name is Temriel.
Temriel. Well, 2 gold up front if you're going to be docking this sinking piece of flotsam here.
Sounds reasonable to me. I hand him 2 gold.
Okay.
I make Tamriel's belly slightly bigger, like 1 centimeter bigger. You can't really notice it, but it's just a little bit off.
As a reminder, I'm taking this from the ship's ledger. Are you keeping track of the ship ledger, Albert, or shall I?
Actually, I didn't note like the ship's one part.
Okay, I'll write it down. How much did we split?
Maybe I did. Let me look.
We did split it into 4 parts.
I think I do have it actually. I see 202 gold for ship plus 1 pearl in the ship. I feel like that would make sense.
Okay. I will put that under the ship ledger, and then I'll pay the 2 gold off of that.
We can both keep track just to make sure we don't forget ship.
Does anybody have the other ship?
Yeah, I have the box.
Okay, you're carrying the box then.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, the man hands the 2 gold over to the gnome, who excitedly takes it and goes, "Ooh, 2 more gold. It's so shiny and new, not at all old." And stuffs the coins in a pocket. And
This
jots
guy
some
is
notes
quite
down.
bold, I say, looking at the gnome, expecting him to be excited.
He gives you a bright smile and,
I smile back.
Okay.
Now, I understand this may be a little bit of a odd request addressed to the harbor master. However, I would like to know a little bit about this town. I suggest that in the sense of expediency, I simply cast a spell which will allow me to know about this town and its customs based off of your knowledge. I will not, of course, be probing into your mind in any way. It will simply allow me to understand this town a little more.
What? You're going to cast a spell on me? He looks horrified and starts to recoil from you.
Oh, no. It is just a understanding the town point of view. It is as if we had a conversation about the town, just sped up.
No, thank you, sir. And he turns on his heel and trounces away. His heavy footfalls banging loudly along the docks.
Am I here at this moment?
You are there.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the guy. Like, I'm gonna be like, when he turns around, I'm behind him and he like runs into me.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Out of my way, please.
Excuse me, before you go anywhere, actually, it would really just be helpful to let us know a little bit more about the town. I wouldn't be scared what he's asking you to do.
He's asking to cast a spell on me. I don't know what sort of sorcerer this man is. What sort of devious dark arts he may worship. No. If you want to learn about the town, please go ask somebody else. Now, I have very important things to do.
Excuse me. Honestly. And do I have any kind of... Can I use any kind of persuasion here?
Well, tell me what your character is going to say, and you can roll a charisma check, and we'll see how it works out. But what is it that... How do you want to convince him?
Can I flirt a little?
Yeah. How are you going to flirt with the guy?
I'm just going to gently rub my hand on his shoulder, just be like, honestly, it is no big deal. It's like we do it all the time. It is not a major spell at all. He's just going to learn a little bit about the town. And I just kind of like gently rub his shoulder a little bit.
Give me a charisma check. D20 plus charisma.
My charisma is 11, so do I have to roll plus 11?
Yes, you do. Boom. He takes a look at you and goes, well, I suppose if he cast it upon you first, that would be acceptable.
Oh, believe me, he's cast it on me many of times. And I'm still here and fine.
I say to Ryan, this sounds so wrong.
That is not true. I have not cast it on her a single time.
Why, you lying little harlot! And he tries to shove you somewhere, but it is no good. He trips on the robes he's wearing and kind of stumbles and like bumps into you and falls forward a little bit and tries to push you past.
I'm afraid, Trellis, that you simply do not understand the many spells at my disposal. And as a correction to you, I am no sorcerer. I am a cleric.
I didn't say you were a sorcerer.
I was correcting him.
Oh, okay.
But very well, if you do not wish to indulge, we do not have need for such trifling activities. Be on your way.
He storms off in a rage of confused emotions.
Well, haven't we gotten off on the right foot with this town, ladies and gentlemen?
I look over to Tamriel. What was that? I tried to help you so that you can learn a little bit, and you just...
I will not have my spells be misinterpreted. I am not going to cast a spell I cast on you. It was a different spell, and it is important that as a cleric of the High Order, that I do not give the wrong impression on the spells that I'm casting.
Trellis, you feel a tugging at your leg.
Okay, I look down.
The gnome is down there, still holding the book, and he gives a little bit of a tug and goes, Miss, I think it'd be wonderful to be the subject of such a spell as long as it's not going to send me to hell.
Very well. I look over to Tamriel. Will this do?
What's it feel like? Is that something you can tell?
No, you won't feel a thing. Just allow it to happen.
That's
You will feel really well.
It's a little disappointing.
But isn't it fascinating how magic can work to your... Gnomes existed, like, in my time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Won't it be amazing to witness the power of magic firsthand?
It's not something I've seen very much of.
All right.
But once I
Stand
saw
still.
a man who claimed he could turn a rat into a dove.
Yes, just stand still there. I'm going to look like I'm laying my hand on his shoulder, but no, actually, never mind. I just cast it from away. I cast no customs on this person.
No customs. Ooh, is that a spell you had memorized for today?
Yes, since we were docking in a place, I memorized the no customs.
Okay.
Allows the caster to gain general knowledge of the customs, laws, and social etiquette of a tribe or village. Selected villager must possess the knowledge sought by the caster. I get a general knowledge of the villager's local laws and customs. And I get a +1 reaction adjustment to encounters with members of the relevant tribe or village.
Wow. Okay, well that's a pretty cool spell. How long does it take?
Casting time 3. So it's like 1 round, I imagine.
The duration is special and the range is special. But I'm saying, like, how long from the point of...
I mean, I
know
imagine
everything
I know it
instantly.
permanently since it's just info.
Yeah, but it doesn't take any time. It's not like there's a 5-hour or 5-minute channeling process. You just...
Right. It's kind of instant, it seems.
All right, cool. So, here's what you know about the village.
I know he does have a saving check, but I implied that he could just auto-fail the check.
Right. He's intentionally letting the spell hit him. So you pick up, and we'll have to communicate to the party before they know this, but you pick up that these people have a terrible relationship with the elves of Silvis, which is the kingdom to the south. It's really bad. There's raiding going back and forth from time to time, and you get from this spell that these people have such a bad relationship with the elves that if there were an elf in town, if one of your party members was an elf, that they would probably not do business with you and might kick you out of town. Even if, you're not an elf from down below, if you're an elf with these people, even then, just, the relationship is so bad. Other than that, everything else is pretty normal. I'll let you know if there's anything that comes up.
Sure, I'll just also know where to sell a ship in this place.
You might want to head down to the market square and just kind of walk up to people that look like they could afford ships and talk to them, or hang out by the docks and look at people who might be able to buy ships, or maybe the local council, because this town is run by a council instead of a magistrate or a lord. Maybe someone in the council will know.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gnome. How did that feel?
It's over?
Yes, just like that.
Oh.
Perhaps you have any wounds? I can heal them.
Could you really?
Why, yes.
Fine, I don't mean to be so silly, but let me find a nail and I'll give you something to heal. He goes over and like starts scraping his hand against a nail sticking out of one of the planks until he's got this big gashing, bloody wound on his hand and holds it up to you excitedly.
Ah, aren't you a brave one? I reach over to the hand. Hold on. Let's see.
I just kind of give.
I stand there for a moment and think about this conundrum.
You don't have a healing spell for him.
No, I have one, but it requires me to touch him.
You can still touch him.
Yeah, but I'm all bones.
Just hide your robe. Like,
Yeah, touch
Oh,
him with
yes,
like your
okay.
own.
Yeah, I reach, my hand's like kind of in my robes and I touch his hand.
You need to make contact with his body. You cannot have a layer of cloth.
Oh.
Well, no, I guess you could have a layer of cloth between you because you could heal someone through
With
their
gloves
shirt.
on.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That works. You heal him, and his eyes light up like wild. And then he gives a big hug to your knees because he's about 2 feet tall.
Oh.
Well, so he comes in to give you a big hug on your knees. And you guys notice that he just comes up and like reaches around the illusion of the legs and like, gives it a big squeeze, and lets go, and then runs off.
Aww.
Aw, what a friendly gnome. Okay, to the marketplace. Well, first, I look around the dock. Anyone look like they want to buy a ship?
There does appear to be a single wealthy-looking, maybe not a sea captain, but maybe an owner of a vessel, who is talking with a couple of deckhands and gesturing to a ship in the harbor.
All right, let's see. Well, okay. I kind of use no customs to get a sense of how much the ship is worth.
Your ship?
Yep, at least in this area. Or maybe the general ship and then how much a damaged ship is worth.
Sure. So, generally speaking, this ship is worth about 10,000 gold. Because it's so badly damaged, you could probably sell it for half price. And if you wanted to sell it quickly, like just get it over with, you'd have to sell it for half of that again. So if you wanted to just pawn off the ship as quickly as possible, you could probably get 1,250 gold for it. But were the ship in tip-top condition, it'd be worth about 10k.
Didn't you say isn't half of half 2,500? Or did I mistake what you said?
No, I think you're right. It's 2,500.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It is, my numbers are wrong, but 2,500 is correct.
Okay. Well, I look at Trellis, Maribel, and Albert. Make sure no one's around. Albert, your disguise, your spell will hopefully last for a while. Elves are not welcome in this town.
No, it's not that great, honestly.
Will your disguise wear off soon?
Possibly within like 3d4 rounds plus 2 rounds per level. I don't know how to calculate it in time. I feel like I do know at least how long it lasts, like 40 minutes?
A minute is a round.
Yes.
So it's like at least 4, 5, wait, which level am I? Level 4, so it's at least 4, I'm so bad at maths, 8 minutes plus 4 minutes.
You're level 4, so it lasts for at least 11 minutes,
Yeah,
but up to somewhere between 11 and 20 minutes.
yeah, so I say that.
Do you have multiple uses of this spell?
Nope.
Well,
That was it. I guess.
then let us just get our business done. We won't get a great price for this ship, but it's fine.
I mean, I can stay on the ship until you guys sell it. I'll stay on the ship until you guys sell it, and I'll just wear my robe.
Okay.
I put my cloak up on my head, Neil.
Okay.
I do have a cloak.
Yes.
It's large, because I used it for hiding my ears already.
And your entire body is covered?
It's like a large cloak for people who feel uncomfortable with their bodies. So yes.
Okay.
I put
all
my
right, I go up to that
on
captain
my head,
then.
Okay.
Walk up to him.
Cloak.
Yes.
It's large.
Sorry, I accidentally turned on the stream audio somehow.
Oh shit, that means you're gonna become a skeleton if you get away from me though.
That's true. The two of you should stay very close together.
I feel like the others should go sell the ship.
Okay, well, I let Trellis and Maribel...
Excuse me, I already tried to do something and you cut me off from helping you today. So I don't think I'm the right person to be selling the ship today.
I don't think we'll be doing much selling if I'm around, so...
It's all right. We will only need 5 minutes for such a sale.
I'm not going off this ship. I don't want to be executed.
We only need 5 minutes. You have 11.
It's already been like 7 out of 11.
Well then, Maribel, can I entrust this task to you?
Oh god.
I am very good at communicating with people.
Oh god.
Maribel, a very low price for this ship is 2,500 gold. Try to go to that captain and sell this ship for that price. It will be a steal.
For 2,500?
Yes.
For what reason should I not try to sell it for more?
Yeah, try 5,000.
We are selling it to move. We do not have the time to engage in these pointless antics for a few hundred gold.
Yeah, a few hundred.
I'll see what I can do. And then I go off to the ship captain.
Okay, well then you two will go there and the two of us will hang back at the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan, let's hang back.
But I look back
Good
as
fit.
I'm going out. Make sure not to question me when I try to help you again in the future. It makes things very awkward.
Make sure not to get my spells incorrect. If you wish,
Make sure
you may
to
join me in my
sell the
study,
ship for
and I
lots of
will
money.
give you a lecture on what all of my spells can do.
All right, so I go to the ship captain and I walk up to the ship captain.
Okay. He is there talking with the deckhand, but quickly stops and sends him away as the two of you approach and go, My, the seas bring me something fair today.
Well, hello, sir. How are you this evening?
Quite good, now that the two of you are here. Now, tell me, first off, you there, what is your name? He says, pointing to Trellis.
Well, my name is Trellis. Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Andrew Markwood. I'm a visitor here for a short period of time. But secondly, milady, what are you? You are tall and hooves. Are you I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like you before.
This is Maribel. She's my traveling companion.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Are you on the market for a ship?
Oh, quite to business, isn't she? Yes, I am, looking for ships always, at all times.
Perfect. Well, we
That's
were just
good.
moving and we have a ship to sell to you. Hopefully it perks your interest.
Perhaps.
I am certain that it will be of interest to you. You are astute and quite observant.
You flatter me, my dear. You flatter. Sure, take me to your ship, and we will see what there is to deal.
It is quite damaged, but I think you will find it is still worth your while.
Exactly. A strong man like you could totally fix it up.
No.
Indeed, and you are handsome also.
Oh, well. Do not ply me with flattery, ladies. It will get you nowhere in the business world, and I have plenty of strong men to take care of these tasks for me. I prefer not to dirty my hands with manual labor.
Of course, you have to keep them nice and clean.
I have to keep them free for other, more interesting tasks. So,
Of course.
I'm certain you have plenty of interesting tasks to take care of, and as such, perhaps you would like to buy the ship without seeing it.
no. Do show me to the ship, please. After you, ladies.
All right, and then we walk and take him to and lead him to the ship.
You can see the kind of delight in his eyes fade as he sees this ship that's like slightly leaning over. Parts of it are broken off, like the handrail's broken. The mast is intact, but the sails are all tattered. Because
I'm almost sad to be getting rid of this. I mean, it's such an amazing project. Like, think of the beautiful ship it will become again.
That's true.
It is also very beautiful right now.
This ship is filled with potential.
So much potential.
Yes, there's a great many things that a great many ships this thing could become. How much did you say you were selling it for?
Well, we were looking.
5,000.
My.
What did she say?
5,000.
Oh.
Well, that
It'll
is.
be worth 4 times that when it's pretty again.
Well, maybe 4 times that if it had a beautiful ship captain to lead it.
Which it's a good thing it will.
Oh,
And I look
do you
over to
come
you.
with the ship too?
No, unfortunately, my travels will take me elsewhere. But I may be able to come back and visit one day.
Surely you'll be staying in town for the night. After all, it's getting late, and I think the tides are coming in. No one can be... I mean, unless you're leaving on foot.
I might be around, but I'll be pretty busy with preparations for things.
A shame. Well, I hate to do business on an empty stomach. Would the two of you care to accompany me for dinner and drinks?
We could possibly be doing dinner, but unfortunately we'll have no time for drinks today.
Well, then let me at least take you to dinner, and we can discuss the sale of the ship over some warm food and fine wine.
Very well, that would be fine. But we only have a little while, as we too have some business to attend to later.
You make me suspicious that you want to sell the ship so quickly and won't stay and talk. Is there something wrong with it aside from the obvious?
Not at all. We are weary from travel, and we've been traveling quite a bit. So we just have a lot to do, is all.
Well, fair enough, fair enough. Come.
Nobody likes to waste their time, as you know.
Quite right. He leads you to a place where you guys can have dinner. It's a fine restaurant on the edge of town with a beautiful view down southward towards the grasslands, and also a view of the ocean where there's these rocks, and as the waves come in, they crash and shoot up in the air. It's a wonderful little place called Floatsomes. But I think we're at the hour mark, so why don't we take our first break here as you go to try and pedal the ship. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye.